Hi guys! Welcome back to Tarot Page Philippines. Ako din po si Aero, isa sa mga admins ng channel na to. So, for the video today, we'll be doing the weekly horoscope para sa mga friends natin in the house of Leo. So, guys, kung bago kayo sa channel, please do show your love and support to us. Please click on the subscribe button below. At i-click nyo na po yung bell notification para kapag naglabas tayo ng mga videos or meron tayong mga live reading session, makakuha po kayo ng update mula po sa amin. And don't forget also to share the videos to your family and friends because you can never can tell baka yung next sa pagpapasa niyo po ng video is kailangan pala po yung guidance, inspiration, and hope na mabibigay po natin using the tarot cards. Since we'll be doing the weekly horoscope po for Leo, we'll be covering certain readings, so that will include financial reading. So una natin is general reading, then message from the universe, and financial and relationship reading. And we'll be using for today the tarot, what we call as the Legends Tarot, created by Anne Strokes. So, konting background, si Anne Strokes, kung familiar kayo sa Dungeons and Dragons na card game, siya rin po yung nag-design nun, mga cards na yun. So, you'll find her art in the tarot cards na gagamitin natin. And lastly guys, just advise you na yung readings na gagawin po natin are for guidance purposes. So, meron pa rin tayong mga free will guys. So, I would suggest na gamitin nyo po siya and use it very wisely. Okay? So, enough with that, Leo. So, let's start your reading. So, shuffle lang natin mabilis yung cards. Then, okay. Then we're gonna get some cards for you. Okay, so here are the cards na nakuha natin para sa general reading mo, Leo. So, start with the Eight of Swords. Tama ba? Ayan, Eight of Swords. Kasunod niya is the card of the Lovers. At yung huli is the card of the Sun. Let's give it some general meaning for your reference. Pag sinabi natin kasing number 8 in basic numerology, it talks about power and strength. Now, yung swords naman, it talks about yung it talks about the air, anything about the mind and the intellect. Now, yung card of the Lovers and the Sun is part sila ng major arcana. And when you say card of the Lovers, it lahat ng klase ng relasyon pasok dito. Okay? And when you say the card of the Sun, it has general meanings like energy, fertility, or a bright new beginning, or light, of course, kasi nga araw, and also recovery. Sometimes arrogance na rin. So, what is the general reading that we have for you, Leo, using those cards? So, yes, Leo, you are in the verge of actually, well, medyo maganda rin naman kasi yung naging startup mo, or naging response mo in the last couple of weeks to the universe. And because of that, there's a lot of things na natutunan mo na rin along the way, which made you smarter than compared than the last few weeks. The good thing about it is that you are elevating yourself in terms of knowledge. However, doon naman nasisira yung mga relationships mo. Why? Because you are trying to balance it out na medyo in a way, medyo mahirap siyang gawin to find yung tinatawag natin na point of compromise. Because those relationship, often, meron siyang associated siya ng mga emotions. And since emotions is different, kung titignan ko, parang opposite na siya ng mind because the mind does not have emotions at ang emotions naman ay madalas walang logic. It's really hard to balance it out. So, it will be actually a time that you will need to, hindi mo siya mapagsasabay ng agad-agad. It will be a give and take situation ang gagawin mo. Whereas, mas magkakaroon ka ng, you will be dividing your time in making sure that yung logical side ng ginagawa mo will not compromise naman yung emotional side ng mga relationship mo and vice versa. It will be kinda hard at first, but this will be something that you will need to do, and also it might also come to a point that you will need to also level down some relationships and level down some logic. Why? Because kumbaga magkakaroon ka na mas pabor ka dito sa bagay na to or sa taong to or sa event na to compared doon sa isang bagay. So, the point of compromise might be shift as well. So, it will be a good thing that you will need to learn where to have that compromise place. Kumbaga, hindi lahat kasi magagawa mong 50-50. There are those na magagawa mong 75-25. So, it will be something that you will need to think about because those decisions will affect you greatly as well. But emotionally kasi, well, you're a very strong person naman, Leo, palaban ka naman talaga. It's just that there are moments that yung pagiging palaban mo is na misinterpret ng mga tao. Although you are also at the point right now this week that you would like to be very positive talaga. Kung gusto mo na parang magkaroon ka ng positive outlook. But the thing is, it's not enough na magkaroon ka ng positive outlook. Hindi naman sapat na yun lang yun. You need to make sure that your whatever is around you as well, maayos din siya because it will reflect. Kung meron ka mga broken relationships sa paligid mo, it will reflect na, okay, hindi maganda tong klase ng ganito. Kasi, because kung yung relationship hindi mo naayos with those people, then there's a possibility or ang impression ng tao is you cannot be trusted with other things. So, and vice versa. So, you need to find that point of compromise. Hindi dahil alam mo ito yung tama, is dapat yun ang panindigan mo, ipaglaban mo. Sometimes, you need to make sure that you go around it para maiparating mo sa kanila, ito yung totoo mong alam. What do you mean by that? Iko-compromise ko na ba yung totoo? No. The truth will always be there. Hindi magbabago yung tama at hindi magbabago yung katotohanan. Pero the approach will always be different. Hindi naman lahat ng tao is pare-pareho. Hindi naman lahat ng tao kumakain ng gulay. Hindi naman lahat ng tao kumakain ng isda o karne. So, each of those, kailangan magkaroon ka ng paraan. Paano mo i-approach yung mga tao in a way na hindi offensive, na you will still have respect sa paniniwala nila or sa pagkatao nila or anything that encompasses them. You need to make sure that you will have that level of respect pa rin. Kasi at the end of the day, kung mawawala din yon, kung ano man yung alam mo, kung ano man yung kaya mong gawin or what you have in your mind, it will not matter kasi wala kang respect. Find that point of compromise. Hindi kailangan na 50-50. Find that point of compromise in everything from what you know and how you feel. And at the end of the day, you can be promised by the cards a bright new beginning. So, I hope nakatulong yung general reading natin para sa'yo. Now, Leo, kuha tayo ng message from the universe. And the message of the universe is under the 7 of Cups. So, let's give it some general meaning. Pag sinabi natin cups, it's the element of water, about emotions tsaka sa heart. While yung 7 is a number of wisdom. It talks about number of wisdom siya, number of intelligence or analysis. So, what is the message of the universe? If you will notice, total opposite sila. Cups is emotions and the heart, and 7 is wisdom about the mind. You will need, not all the time, parang yung message yung universe mo, not all the time that the balance will be there. Sometimes you will need to shift it kasi blending ang mangyayari. You will need to make sure that there will be a blending of things. So, hindi naman lahat lagi, parang sa pagkain lang yan, hindi naman lahat lagi dapat matamis or sobrang maalat. Minsan sinasamahan din siya ng konting anghang or konting iba't ibang panlasa for it to be a perfect blend. Because that's how you're going to have, you need to be. You need to be a balance or a blend of everything. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's why you have a lot of experiences. You also have a lot of fixing to do in terms of your knowing and in terms of your feeling. What the universe is trying to also say is that it's time to have your past reconciled. It's time to have those pains removed. Oras naman na para magkaroon na ng peace. It's time for peace right now. So, it's up to you if you will allow the universe to guide you para magawa mo siya. When we say peace, hindi lang peace ito sa ibang tao, but also peace with yourself. And kapag mag-reconcile ng katotohanan, yes, we could lie to other people, but at the end of the day, we cannot lie to ourselves because alam ng sarili natin yung katotohanan at alam na ng sarili natin kung ano yung mali, ano yung tama, at hindi natin ito may itatanggi. Because at the end of the day, lalabas pa rin ang totoo. Okay? So, I hope nakatulong yung message ng universe sa'yo, Leo. Now, let me go ahead and shuffle the cards for you para naman sa iyong financial reading. Ayan. Cut natin siya ng very light. Very light. Okay. So, these are the cards na nakuha natin para sa'yo naman, Leo, when it comes to your financial reading. So, we have here the card of the Fool. Kasunod niya dito is yung Ace of Wands. At yung huli mo is your Three of Swords. So, let's give it some general meanings itong mga cards mo. So, pag sinabi nating ace, in basic numerology, that's the number 1. So, it's a number of beginning and creation. While naman yung number 3 is the number of expression and the number of communication. Now, pag sinabi nating wands, ang simbolo siya ng apoy is about passions and energies, habang yung swords is about yung sa hangin and tungkol siya sa mind, tsaka sa karunungan at kaalaman. Ngayon, yung card of the Fool, isa siya sa mga major arcanas na part ng card. At iba sa mga general meaning niya is about faith, it's about rash behavior, about impulse. So, actually, pwede mo siyang tignan na parang bata na bagong panganak, kung saan lahat posible. May posibilidad siya maging mabuti, may posibilidad siya maging masama. So, diba, paglabas si baby, diba, pwede siya maging, paglaki ni baby, isa siyang teacher, or hindi, gusto ko siya maging beauty queen, or magiging sundalo siya. So, there's a lot of possibilities for the card of the Fool. But, what is your financial reading? So, just like the card of the Fool, that there are a lot of possibilities right now, you have already made a decision kung ano yung gusto mong i-pursue or saan mo i-focus yung time and energy mo in making sure that you will be able to have the source of income. Dalawa siya, is either a new source of income or to level up the source of income na meron ka. How do you do it? It's the last message is in the Three of Swords. You will need to sharpen, actually, babalik tayo sa message na universe at sa general meaning mo, o general reading mo kanina. You will need to find that point of compromise. Because you will need to communicate. Marami kang kailangang kausaping tao. And some of them are people from your past. Some of them, yung mga tao na kailangang isettle mo sila. Because they hold key information. Siguro yung iba sa inyo, they may also have key documents na kakailanganin mo. Or siguro approval ng mga taong to para makapag-push through ka or endorsement ng ibang taong to para makapag-push through ka sa kanila or sa ginagawa mong venture or sa pagkakaroon mo ng expansion because they hold such information and such details na sabihin natin na medyo crucial para sa'yo. Those are very important. So you will need to communicate with them. So you will need to find that point of compromise with them kung saan na kaya mong igitna. Kung hindi mo magigitna, you will need to adjust talaga. A lot. Kumbaga, ikaw muna mag-a-adjust ngayon because ikaw yung may kailangan, ikaw yung hihingi ng pabor, at ikaw yung, kumbaga, ikaw yung may kulang. So, you will be the one to make the proper adjustments. And you will know how to do that as well. And don't let pride get in the way sa pag-a-adjust mong yon kasi if you will let pride get in the way, that will cause some big problems on your end. And it will just delay yung financial ventures na balak mo. But also, magkaroon ka rin ng empathy sa kanila. If apology is necessary, kung kailangan mo humingi ng tawad, gawin mo siya. Kasi it's a very important thing. It's how you're going to re-earn their trust at yun din yung para makuha mo yung respect nila. So, I hope nakatulong yung financial reading natin para sa'yo. Now, lastly, you will be doing your relationship reading. Now, just to advise you, when we say relationship, hindi lang po ito tungkol sa romantic relationship, pero kasama rin po dito yung lahat ng klase ng relasyon. So, from family to relationship with your family, sa sarili mo, mga kapatid mo, kamag-anak mo, magulang mo, kaibigan mo, katrabaho mo. So, lahat ng klase ng relasyon na pwede mo maisip, pasok dito. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle the cards for you, okay? Yan. Bago kasi itong cards, kaya medyo hirap niyang balasahin at masyado siyang malutong. Okay, so kuha tayo ng cards. Okay, so ito yung mga cards na nakuha natin for your relationship reading, Leo. So let's start with the Four of Cups. Kasunod ng card of the Judgment. At yung huli is the Knight of Cups. So let's give it some general meaning as well. So pag sinabi natin kasing cups, alam na natin tungkol sa emotions and also about the heart. Now, in basic numerology, ang number 4 is the number of leadership and the number of order. While naman yung Knight is the younger male energy ng card na nire-represent niya. Now, just to advise, so, ang card of judgment is isa siya sa mga major arcana ng tarot deck. So, some of the basic meaning niya is actually about renewal or transition, resolution, closure, ayun, and definitive action. I think alam mo na kung saan papunta tong reading na to, Leo. So, what is the reading na meron tayo para sa relationship mo? Well, right now, it's high time na medyo i-let down mo yung guards mo if you feel superior towards somebody na alam mo may kailangan mo humingi ng tawad. It's time for you to back off a little bit. Pababain mo muna yung pride kasi hindi siya makakatulong sa case mo. And hayaan mo this time magpakumbaba ka because this will be a very important thing for you to do. Why? Because there are certain renewals that will be happening in your relationship that is very crucial as well. Kumbaga, ikaw naman nakakamiss ng mga relasyon na yun eh. Ikaw na yung parang, it's been some time, nakakamiss. Kumbaga, it's something that it's time to reach out. It's time for you to reach out. It's time for you to be the one to first take that step para magkaroon ng point of compromise sa mga relationships mo na that is needed to be addressed by you kasi medyo matagal na siyang hindi na-address. So, a lot of you have already issues with, let's say, your friends or your maybe your previous partner or your family na kumbaga parang iniisip mo, ako yung tama eh. Ako yung nasaktan eh. Ako yung how many times mong iisipin yung sarili mo at kailan mo naman try isipin, baka naman nasaktan ko rin siya. Baka naman yung sinasabi niya, may punto siya doon. So, it's high time na medyo mag-shift ka ngayon ng thinking and think kung paano ka makapag-reach out sa kanila. Yes, magbababaan tayo ng pride dito. And yes, pwedeng masumbatan ka, pwede kang masabihan na masakit. But it's part of the renewal. It's part of yung rebirth na nangyayari. Kasi just like yung, di ba, if you're going to have a renewal of, let's say, yung kotse, sira na siya, i-renew mo siya. There's a process na pagdadaanan ng kotse yun para maayos siya ulit. And kung siguro kung buhay lang yung kotse, baka nasabihin niya masakit. So, same thing with us. Same thing with us human beings. May mga process kang pagdadaanan na feeling mo masakit, feeling mo na it's not worth it, or parang I don't deserve it, hindi to para sa akin, dapat hindi ko maranasan to. But every renewal, there's always pain, but those pains, kumbaga, it's really worth it dahil sa bandang huli, makikita mo yung effect. Hindi lang sa'yo, but also with the person or with the people kung saan nagkaroon ka ng renewal with them. And this could, when once a renewal is done, there will be a start from, you could restart from the beginning. Kumbaga, yung hinihingi mo na reset process, it will be given to you at this point. But the question is, will you be taking the renewal process na ibibigay ng universe sa'yo? So, ikaw lang sumagot nun, Leo. Okay? So, I hope nakatulong din yung relationship reading natin para sa'yo. So, I think we're done. So, thank you so much for tuning into Tarot Page Philippines. Again, my name is Aero. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell notification. So, I'll see you very soon. Be safe. Everybody be safe. God bless and Namaste. Goodbye.